Carrie is happier when she's eating, and she likes to eat a lot. So I think I do enable her because I don't know what else to do.
Food is like a best friend. It's a comfort, it's joy, it's almost euphoric. And when I'm eating, I don't hear anything else, I don't see anything else. I am that moment.
Is he helpful or is he harmful?
I know Chris has a problem telling me no.
Wants a greasy hamburger, then I'm not going to tell her no.
His demands are less food-based. If he tells me no, I can do those things for myself and I won't need him.
Is that your fear, Chris?
I don't want to lose her.
Do you know how dangerous that is?
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, and today we're checking in on Carrie, who is 37 years old, 600 plus pounds, and she is our next contestant on the Jeans Are Too Tight. So, yeah, just somebody else struggling with their weight, just like we all do at this size. And we're starting off with some hamburgers on the screen, baby. So I imagine this is going to be somewhat interesting. And it looks like it's got a husband in it. And I always like the ones with couples because they're always super entertaining. But let's see what she's got going on down there in Huntington, Texas. A trailer. Trailer Park Boys meets your punani out. Okay.
It's time to wake up.
I think I'm gonna try and get a shower this morning. Can you get everything ready?
Sure.
Oh, Lord of the Onion Rings got Gimli in this one. Sweet. We got he's got a killer beard, too. He could be on Orange County Chicken. Whoa, he's pregnant. No modesty.
When I wake up, the reality of what my life is like now just comes crashing down on me every morning. And I think to myself, this is not the life I wanted. Because with...
Okay, so starting off crying, they all start the episode off this way. We have to do something about it. You're the one in control of your life at the end of the day.
my size, as soon as my feet hit the floor, my knees are killing me. They take the brunt of this massive weight that's weighing my body down. And both of my legs are sort of shaped like tree trunks because I have lymphedema and it's just getting worse. So
All right, the brunt of the burrito on your knee. You're not going to have good knees at 600 pounds. I'm sorry to say it. Them things are crashing down harder than that meteor during the Jurassic.
that just makes getting up and doing anything hard. And I'm ashamed that I have to have my husband, Chris, help me get up and get ready for the day because of how out of control I've let my weight get. Just lay it out right there, I guess. Christopher.
I wouldn't really want Chris to be in charge of my wardrobe. I'm not saying the man's not fashionable, you know what I mean? But I don't think he's going to have a woman's sense of fashion, right?
It's everything for me, from laying out my clothes in the morning, helping me bathe. Occasionally he has to help when I go to the bathroom. There are things that he helps me with that he should never have been put in the place to help me with.
All right. I mean, sad the baby white baron is going to go back door over here, but I mean, nothing new. It's going on in Girl World too. Isn't Girl World on fire right now because everybody's coming out and telling them they were wiping Amberlynn Reed?
Because I don't have anyone else except my daughter Haley, who's
Yeah,
18
me.
years old. But I refuse to let Haley help me eat, so it all falls on Chris.
I'm on Team Tubby over here too, all right? You got me, but also you ain't got a damn broom. Look at this place, man. Either they ain't got a broom or they're trafficking something.
I do believe Carrie's been exhausted a lot of times here lately. I see her health diminishing. I see her getting out of breath more easier, not being able to walk as much. I had to start helping her do a lot more, but help Carrie because I love her and she needs comfort.
Man, this place has got 2 decades worth of dust on it, right? I just noticed there was a dust ring on the towel holder, like the towel ring.
Come on, come help.
Timber.
Sometimes I feel that I am more of a caregiver than I am a husband.
Oh, baby, you're growing cheese in your bathroom. That's a creative way to do it, I guess.
With that being said, I don't mind helping her because I love her and I'm going to help her.
Christopher and I are not able to be intimate now. It's been over a year since we've been intimate in any way, and that is entirely because of me.
I don't know. Chris has got a belly there too. That thing's going to get in the way. I don't know. Maybe he's slinging a hammer. Maybe he can get out there past that thing. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But where there's a will, there's a way. I don't know. Chris could probably do something with a hula hoop, pull up his stomach, get it out of the way, maybe push. There's all kinds of things. They could do some kind of trapeze tantric thing.
He has nothing to do with it.
I don't know that he loves me and he'd do anything in the world to help me. It's humiliating having your spouse have to give you a bath. I dread showering. The whole thing is torture, but I know I have to do it. Or my skin will break down. I'll get these sores. And so I go through.
Where did the nozzle? Oh, he's got the nozzle. I thought she had made that thing disappear back there in the baby wipe hole. But yeah, Chris is deprived. Look at the man. He's ripping out his damn hair.
Agonizing pain just to be clean. But even with the help I get, it's still almost too much for me. And when I get out of the bath, I'm physically exhausted.
And I'm thinking about how bad I'm hurting. But then, once I've pressed through the pain to an extent and I've processed a little bit of my morning, then I start thinking about food would make this completely better.
Oh yeah, man, that's definitely going to heal your knees right away, you know? That's the answer to all our problems. And she's sad, she's down on herself, of course. I mean, you get to a point where you're just like, what am I even doing anymore? Why am I here? So you do get down on yourself. You fall into this sunken place, but I just joke about it. It makes me feel a hell of a lot better about letting myself get there.
I'm finishing here and I'll be right.
Okay, if you need me, call me.
Okay.
Baby,
Once I'm
won't you
dressed,
come my
food
way?
is what I need. It's what I want, and it's what I have to have. Usually, Chris is the one who makes it for me because he knows what I like.
Carrie is happier when she's eating and she likes to eat a lot.
Oh, cool. They're making some kind of soup bacon.
If she wants something, I'll go and get it for her. So I think I do enable her because I don't know what else to do. I know she likes to eat and I love her and I want her to be happy.
That's right. It's all love. Daddy's bringing home the diabetes.
I'm always anxious to eat, and I hate waiting for it. Because food is what makes the world a better place for me. Food is like a best friend. It's a comfort, it's a joy, it's almost euphoric. And when I'm
All right, now I know why Chris is getting no action. But if she feels this way waiting for breakfast, imagine how this man feels. He's been waiting a year for the pork.
eating, I don't hear anything else, I don't see anything else. I am that moment with that food. Whatever that is, that's all that matters to me right then.
But when I think about it, it depresses me to realize just how much I've let food dominate and control my life to where now
I'm thinking about food all the time. It's very overwhelming. I know I have a problem. Food was the only thing in my life at one time I thought I could control. And at some point, I lost control.
I'm not laughing because she's sad. I was laughing at the cat licking its lips, thinking it was going to get a bite. And I'm like, sorry, Whiskers, you're not on this Weight Watchers plan.
Growing up,
Food was important in our family because anytime we were all together and having a good time, it was usually while we were eating.
And
They're already putting popcorn buckets on this girl's head. They're setting her up for failure.
so from early on, when I was young, food made me happy. Both of my parents were overweight because they
Is that the face of a happy child right there? You guys know, because that child don't look that happy to me. And the one in the background's up to no good. Look at her looking back. She just did something. What's in that Care Bears bucket?
love to eat.
And I feel like they passed that on to me and my brother Cody, but mostly to me.
At age 3, I got the brother, and then I guess immediately at that time, food became a replacement for the attention that I desired, which I did not get from my parents because they did pay more attention to my brother. My mother did clearly have a favorite, and it was Cody. It was not me.
Isn't that a normal thing? The new kid comes along and the older child feels some type of way about them not getting the attention they used to get. Your heart goes out to them, but once you have a newborn in the house, it kind of becomes, oh, look at the shiny new baby.
And so food was definitely a way for me to cope with that.
So I started gaining, and I hit 100 pounds when I was 8. And as I got bigger, it became abundantly clear
That I disappointed my mother because my mom was a cheerleader sponsor.
Okay, but your mom knew she was buying the Twinkies, so you couldn't do toddlers and tiaras, so she had to know what was going on. At the end of the day, a lot of people like to put the blame on the parents. At this age, I'm all with you guys, because she's not going to make the right nutritional decisions. I sure as hell didn't.
She wanted that girl out there on the football field with the Friday night lights, and I was never going to be that kid.
I hit 200 pounds when I was around 10 or 11, and I just wanted to constantly eat.
We're not really Friday Night Lights type of people. We're more Golden Arches Lights types of people.
Always a disconnect in getting the approval I wanted from my mom. While I was in high school, I felt like
I was a disgrace to the family.
and then I ate because I felt guilty.
So it was a cycle, and it just got worse as I got bigger.
So far, a lot of excuses I don't like to make. I just say I liked food. I ate a lot of it. I got fat. Okay. I'm not digging too much into the psyche, or I'll just learn something else new about myself. Just kind of own up to it. Maybe she had a little bit of a rough childhood. It is miles and miles away from some of what we've seen on this show, though.
And by the end of high school, when I was 18, I was getting close to 400 pounds.
Me
I
too.
was up there. It was bad.
Yahtzee.
After high school, I began a college career
That lasted maybe 4 or 5 months.
because towards the end of the semester, I went out with a friend and we
Oh no, you're breaking down the foundation. This is already a trailer. The thing's made of damn tin. We could dent this puppy in a second walking around. But you already collapsed the stairs. You're about one slip away from not being able to walk at all.
slept together, and I got pregnant.
Whoops.
So I had to drop out of school, and I moved back home with my parents. It was just a one-night stand that changed my life forever.
My mom was not very happy.
And all she kept saying was,
You're pregnant and you're unmarried. You're pregnant, you're not married.
I got tired of hearing it. So I started looking for husbands on the internet.
I'm gonna hunt me down a hubby before I have this baby. But yeah, I mean, one shot, sometimes it hits the mark. You might have found you a damn sniper. But all right, I didn't know they made little tie-up slings for your arm fat too. Is that what? Oh man, I could have used one of these damn shirts for my arm fat. Look at this thing. Wobble wobble, like it's there, man. It's extra skin.
Idea, right?
And I decided to marry the first one who had something pretty to tell me. I guess I felt like he could get me out of the house, out of the spot I was in.
So we eloped, and at least it shut my mom up. And then for the next 6 months, I just ate, and I gave in to all my cravings. And
Ran away to friggin' Vegas for some Velveeta? That's crazy, man. She was jumping on whatever train was getting her the hell out of town, wasn't she?
By the time I was 9 months pregnant.
I was almost 500 pounds.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. What can I get for you today?
I'm gonna do my regular mocha large, and I want the extra chocolate drizzle.
Yes, ma'am.
you know you're getting up there when you have regular orders at the drive-thru, right? This lady's like, oh, I've seen her so many damn times, I can tell you what her blood type is.
So even though I was almost 500 pounds, I was more worried about my dad then because he was pretty big himself and he had already surpassed the 500-pound mark. And his
Ooh.
primary care physician told him that he wouldn't live for another year if he didn't have weight loss surgery.
Whoa.
So he went in for the gastric bypass. He did fine through the surgery initially, but within the next 24-hour period, he became septic and ultimately passed away.
Holy hell. And you're willing to risk it? I mean, I guess it's the best case scenario for you to like have a chance. And once we get to this size, like, let's be real. Actual diet is a hell of a lot harder and it takes a hell of a lot more time. So you kind of just need that leg up. I see people in the comments arguing about that all the time. Just diet, just diet. You drop 400 pounds just dieting. Try it.
They had left the stitch open in his new stomach, and it cost him his life.
And when it happened, I went into shock. But I didn't have time to be in shock because my daughter was born the same month my dad died.
Oh, wow.
I had to pick up and move on. There wasn't a time to let the world stop like I thought it should.
Is she laying on his grave right here? No, that's got to be like an outdoor, like patio furniture or something.
And it's the only way I could console myself is food.
And then my husband started to get
Physically, emotionally, mentally, and my
Aw.
biggest fear was that he was going to start hurting my child. I hid from my family for a long time.
But when Haley was 3, he started to include her in his threats. And when that happened, I came forward to my grandmother and told her about this.
Oh, hell to the no. Look, any guy out there, we condemn any guy that's going to do something like that. I can't speak freely about it on YouTube because Sean will get a community guideline strike. Let's keep rolling.
And my grandmother paid the retainer for my divorce lawyer. And Haley and I moved into a little bitty apartment and started our life on our own for a little bit.
I was 24 then.
I was working in Haley's daycare.
But it wasn't easy because I was around 560 or 570 then. So my size made it hard to work. But even knowing what happened with my dad, I still couldn't stop eating. So my weight gain continued. And I was pushing 600 pounds at age 27 when I met Chris.
Yeah, probably about right for me too. But all right, here's the thing with the daycare stuff. Do you feel like if it was to come down to a speeding car, your child running towards the road, and her being the only option to get out there and stop that child, you think she's going to make it? She's going to put on her track shoes and make it? That's the problem here. You can't keep up with kids at that size.
I met Chris on social media, and I was honest with Chris from the start about my size, and he didn't care.
You think he had vision issues? Like he was going to miss it? Like, oh, I just overlooked the first 400 pounds. I only saw the 200-pound heart, right? Which, yes, you should look to the inner person, beautiful soul, all that. But he's not going to miss the flubber.
First met Carrie, I liked her personality, and I thought she was very beautiful. Carrie's size did not bother me.
Nice guy.
He's a wonderful dad. He's the greatest thing that ever happened to my daughter. He's the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
He's going to get a hell of a sunburn on that head if he didn't put on any suntan lotion, too.
When my mom and Chris got married, everyone was relieved and happy about it. Of course, I was happy that she wouldn't have to go through stress that my other dad put her through. He's very nice. He's always there for us. So, I mean, I was relieved when my mom met Chris.
After marrying Chris, for the first time in my life, I felt like things were getting better. And we started to talk about having a baby of our own. And that inspired me to try and lose weight because
I kept being told, if you lose weight, it'll up your chances of getting pregnant.
I mean, I know that that's the case, but she was in the mid 450s, one stinky Twinkie, and out popped a little hostess baby. So she can do it, obviously. X marks the spot, you know. she could find a way. She did it before, and then she eloped, and then she got rid of that guy at 3. She's had a whirlwind of a story so far.
So I was able to lose some weight in my 30s. And I was even able to get pregnant, so we were very hopeful.
Nice.
But after 2 miscarriages, when I was 36,
They discovered on an ultrasound that it had a mass and
Aw.
that I needed to have a complete hysterectomy.
Man, talk about her going through it, though. She's really having a rough go at it. Your heart goes out to her because you don't want to hear that about anybody, right? And losing her dad the same month the baby was born, that's just terrible. I feel really bad for her.
I was heartbroken that she wouldn't be able to carry a baby because of her weight. It was hard on both of us.
Adopt.
Me and her both wanted that for our family.
It took me 6 weeks to recover from a hysterectomy, and I dealt with it by eating.
Marina?
I gained 50 pounds within that 6 weeks.
and so I was back to being close to 600 pounds.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's really easy. You guys are like, how the hell do you gain that much weight? I could teach you. It's got a hell of a lot to do with cheesecakes, pecan pies, any kind of muffin. Like, there's a lot you can do to put that weight on that quick. But this lady's probably walking in here. They probably just call her chocolate drizzle at this point because she probably walks into work with this thing every damn day.
What about Doc coming in today to answer messages? Okay.
Breathe.
Now I'm the receptionist at a doctor's office, and I'm only able to do that because I can sit most of the day. And when I get there,
It's never too early for lunch.
lunch
Oh, son, she's starting early. Get this party rolling, huh? But yeah, okay. At least she's working. You know, she's out here trying. But every fat person finds a telemarketing job or something to do with the phones. Just saying.
motivates me a lot. But I'm getting to where soon I won't even be able to go to work. And I just can't believe I let this happen. I know my weight's out of control now, and my body's getting to a breaking point.
But it is so hard for me to stop eating. If I did not have to keep a time clock, I would spend more time focused on food.
Pesky time clock got you right there. But yeah, she just walked in. So she just got there. She's already got lunch. It's got to be like 9:30. You think they give her like double lunch? They're like, all right, you get 2:15s instead of 1:30. Or she gets an hour and splits it up into 2:30s and just breaks it up through the day.
Smells like it's about done.
Smells like
Wanna
teen
check it?
spirit
I think so.
and tacos.
On top of that, I am afraid my marriage will fall apart because of my weight problem.
Probably about as quick as that trailer's falling apart. You see the blinds? Man, this place is about to be condemned. If you eat one more cookie and 1 foot goes through some kind of flooring, we're condemned.
One day he can walk out,
It's done.
perfect, and that scares me to death. Look like it came together pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I know he loves me more than anything in the world, but I know it wears on him.
You see this look, this side eye she's giving whatever this dish is? Did it come together? Can you please FaceTime me? I need to see the food and I'm not getting up. Wouldn't that be crazy? Somebody just FaceTimes from the kitchen to here. Like, let me see it now.
Because our relationship is so strained. I miss my husband terribly bad.
But when I get hungry, none of that matters. Food is my highest priority, and I have to have whatever I'm craving.
I miss my husband so much. I just can't stand it. But when food's around, everything's off the table. No more funny thoughts, mister. Don't even think about my fun tunnel till I get some funfetti.
Especially after a long day. I tend to get irritated waiting for it because
All day long, I've built it up. I want
That's what she said.
this. I really, really want this. But Chris is helping me in slow motion. I mean, I want to be able to eat. I'm so consumed with let me have it. And then when I finally get to it, Chris is not here. All it is me and that chicken and pasta. It is everything.
Chris, you better hup too here, buddy. Cause yeah, she's not waiting. You're gonna lose a finger if you don't walk over here a little faster. See that breadstick? Looks an awful lot like your finger there, mister, and you're gonna lose it.
It's like a relationship.
I actually think she likes food too much. Something does need to change immediately. I would be willing to do anything to get my wife back the way she
Stop giving her noodles, you might get a little more nudes. No nudes, get nudes.
was before.
My life has changed night and day entirely because of my weight. I don't even know the person that I was pre-weight.
I don't think she's chewing, guys. I think she's just sliding these noodles right down her throat. Because the fork goes in, the fork comes out, noodle's just gone. She's ready for the next bite. Watch.
I lost her years ago.
I do worry about my mom because there are some days where she can barely get out of the bed.
Oh,
It's very hard for her to breathe. And that just scares me the most because I'm very worried about her dying like her father did.
heart goes out to the little girl there in this situation, watching her mom deteriorate. I mean, she's got a little bit of a weight issue. Nothing like mom, right? She can turn this all around. She's just going to have to learn to believe in herself and take accountability. She can't keep sitting here saying, this happened, so I did this. A lot of cause and effect going on, not a lot of taking accountability, which is what you want for her.
My life is wasting away, which is why I know that I have got to make a change. I can't stand to live in this body another day. Right now, I am very afraid. If I don't change, I'm going to die. And I'm not ready to die.
Yep, the Grim Reaper will come for you if you keep coming for Grimace. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Me and Chris are going to try to go to Houston today to see Dr. Now. We're going to try to go there and back in one day.
Damn it, she got an Easter basket for the road. Look at this. I never had an Easter basket last me more than 1 or 2 days. And my girlfriend's daughter still has Halloween candy. And I'm like, kids do that? Because mine was gone same day. Which makes me realize I had a really effed up relationship with like binge eating when I was a kid.
But I'm concerned about how I'm going to be able to handle that. For the last 8 or 9 years, the longest I've been in the car is 5 or 10 minutes. And it was basically just to drive to work.
Longer than Chris has been in the driver's seat in the last year. But yeah, I mean, she's sitting here sucking down rocket fuel. That should get her going, right?
So this is going to be 2 hours there and then 2 hours back. And that's a lot. So I'm just worried about how hard it's going to be.
That's
And
what
that
she
gets
said.
my anxiety up. And I feel like I can't breathe. So
It looks like you're doing pretty good on the breathing part right here, getting everything going, lubricated, prepared for the road, ready to slide some more noodles. But look, I want Carrie to do good because she's had a little bit of a rough go, not as rough as we've seen on the other episodes. But I want her husband, and her daughter to have the dream life they always wanted. Take accountability, do something about it. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Come on, let's get it going.
just need to calm down and catch my breath. The plan is not to stop at all. Not for food or the bathroom or anything. Not unless we have to. So we can get there and make it to the appointment on time.
What are you going to do if you have to go to the bathroom? Did you just give Chris like a baseball glove? Is he going to catch it, put the windows down, and he'll just boom, catch that damn thing like he's Jeter?
But I know this is going to be hard on me.
All right, ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
All right. Yeah.
I think she has a tube of Pringles sitting next to her just because, like, we're not going to stop for any food, but Mama's got the Pringles can. Nope, that's wipes. Also, can we acknowledge just how friggin' mobile she is? She ain't doing too bad for somebody 600 plus. I am so waiting for them stairs to collapse because once you reach a certain level of fat, you become like a lard lumberjack. You can just snap wood right in friggin' half.
This is going to be hard. I know it is.
Damn. Damn, I'm also just noticing how fat all the cats are, huh? These puppies are getting into a hell of a lot of catnip out here, huh? Meow Mix on their morbid list.
The only reason I'm willing to try is the hope that I'm going to get the help I need. I just hope that I can do whatever Dr. Nelsarden asks of me.
Everybody goes to the fat Grim Reaper for a chance at a new life. Dr. Now has rescued so many of us biggins at this point. The man deserves a plaque or something. We need to get him on like the hefty Walk of Fame. There's got to be a Walk of Fame somewhere for the heavy. Probably leading up to a McDonald's.
This whole trip is a lot. So I'm really praying that it's going to pay off a lot.
Carrie?
You wait till Dr. Now sees hubby too, because he's going to jump on this one like 2 for 1. We got a coupon. Coupon for the chubby.
Hopefully my weight's around 600 and not any higher. But I've been avoiding the scale for a while because I don't want to see how high the number is now.
All right. Based on my thousands of hours of my 600-pound life I watched in the last 2 years at this point, I'm going to guess right around 600, maybe as high as 615. But she's not much above that. She's getting around too good for that.
So I don't know what I'm going to be at today.
.9. I was fatterer than her. Man, I'm taller though. It distributed differently, okay? Let me have something here. Let me try to find some kind of mental gymnastics to make me feel better right now.
It could be a lot higher, but that's still a really embarrassing number. So it's still rough to see that because I'm around the highest I've ever been now. And I know that it's only going to get worse without Dr. Now's help. So for me, everything's riding on this appointment.
Except for Chris. But all right, let's just say that she takes some form of accountability here, right? And stops talking about Dr. Now's help. Dr. Now's help. I need that magic, fix that is weight loss surgery that we all think at this point, because somehow in our head we think it's just going to fix everything. You're going to have to take some kind of action here and some kind of accountability, and it's going to fall on your shoulders. You are in control at the end of the day.
So this has to go well.
Hello.
Hello.
Run.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay too.
Speed walk. He's definitely going to jump on the husband, right?
I'm Dr. Now. You must be Carrie and Christopher.
Yes.
All right. So you're just right over 600, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you have high blood pressure,
Yes, sir.
diabetes,
Yes, sir.
asthma.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what seems to be a challenge with your eating habit?
I mean,
Food.
You just can't stop eating, or what?
yeah, it's hard.
I think one of her problems is chewing, man. She vacuumed down the friggin' noodles. Also, I'm still so jealous of her husband's beard. That thing's killer, man. Gandalf over here. And then she's sitting here, you shall not pass, for like the last year.
It's hard. All right. So what do you eat through the day?
I snack all throughout the day. Candies, sweets, chips, soda.
Who buys candy? Who buys chips?
We both grocery shop.
So you both buy that stuff too?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy it. It was Jesus. I'm surprised she didn't have an excuse for that. At least she said, she bought some of it. She really is deflecting a lot instead of just being like, yeah, I'm part of this too.
He has a weight problem too.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like there's some enabling going on both ways, and you're influencing his eating habits.
I guess. Maybe, yeah.
So how do you want me to make that go away?
Well, I mean, I want better for me. I want a longer life. I want to live.
Yeah, but that
You got one of those morbid and bariatric things, like instead of Men in Black, morbid and bariatric, the neuralizer or whatever. Just hit me with that, and I'll forget how good Nutella is.
It's not answering my question. You're just changing the subject. The question is, how do you expect me to change this behavior that you eat uncontrollable and snack all day? You
Multiple
already
choice.
knew that this was wrong and what you're doing wrong. So what else I can tell you to make it more understandable that you're doing something wrong?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so what is your functional capacity? How much you can walk before you get short of breath?
Maybe 5 steps, 10 steps.
Okay, out of breath, but she is getting further than a lot of people, and she's working. So she's actually not doing so bad by 600-pound standards.
So
That's it.
you get short of breath?
Very.
So you're not very active at all then.
No, sir.
I notice your breathing is kind of labored, so you having what we call abdominal breathing. So this is hallmark of very severely compromised cardiovascular system. So let me listen to your heart and lung and see what's going on with that.
Okay.
Okay, do we think that's the fat, like the double chin blocking the lungs? Or do we think that's all the dust in their house? That can't be good for your respiratory system, right? All that dust just huffing it nonstop. Reminds me of my grandma's dungeon. She told me the last time she dusted it was 1980.
Take a deep breath. Okay, and your heart is racing. You had a high blood pressure before?
Yes, sir.
Because, right now in resting, your heart rate is like 120, and it should be 80. So you need to lose some weight really quick, okay?
Okay.
Because you don't have a lot of time like this.
Yeah, I know I'm out of control.
You say you know that, but you're still eating whatever, whenever, to where you can walk 5 steps and you continue with that. You won't be able to do that. You're going to get bedridden, and then after that, everything will go rapidly down the hill.
All right, so you're looking at it this way, like, all right, you know what you're doing wrong. We all know what we're doing wrong. The problem's not that, like, we don't know. Very aware of why I got fat, okay? Not very aware of how to change it, or what I could do to turn it all around, or how serious I was going to have to be to get where I am today. The surgery helped me learn all that, helped me learn moderation, portions. That's the big help from the surgery.
The health is going to deteriorate, and you're not going to make it. Okay, you understand that. Okay, so you're in a very dangerous situation right now that you need to decide and make the changes. Okay, so I'm going to give you some stuff I want you to read every night. It's a 1,200 calorie a day diet that is high protein and low carb, and it breaks down what you can and you can't eat. Okay?
Okay.
This is going to be a first step to show me you're willing to start making the changes you need. And we're going to give you the instruction, but you're going to be the one that has to do the hard work. And nobody can tell you that's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy.
Yes, sir.
It's going to take a lot to be able to ultimately turn your situation around, because the dynamic that you have in the household also is going to be a situation we need to address long term.
Yes.
Right? Her husband's gonna have to learn to say no. And the way he was cooking earlier, and she was like, "Are you gonna hurry? Like, I'm waiting forever here. Mama needs her meal right now, or Mama's gonna start throwing stuff," because she is a little impatient when it comes to her noodles.
But right now, we both going to encourage each other to overeat. So I'm going to give him a copy of the paper to read too, so he get to understand what is the plan and what we're going to do in the household too. You both need to do this together. So no more snacking for both of you. Normal eating habit is going to be what you eat in 20 minutes, 3 times a day, and that's it.
Okay.
So you think you can make the changes on your eating habit?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not 100% right now on if she's ready or not. Like, I'm hopeful. I want to see her do better. But as of right now, I don't think she realizes just how hard that is to not snack and switch. Because at first, it's brutal. You don't know what the hell to do, right? You're just sitting there. You've ate whatever, whenever for the last decade. So now everything's about to change and you're not prepared. And hubby over here is getting drug in too.
Well, you need to show me the proof of that by losing 60 pounds over the next 2 months. If you cut down the snacking and take all the pasta and all the high calorie food, in a month you're going to be able to lose 60 pounds easily, you know. So this goal is not that difficult.
Yes, sir.
So stick to it. And I'm also going to give you some exercises that I want you to start doing those twice a day, one in the morning, one in the night, so you can improve your stamina with that.
Okay.
Tagging you in, Chris. One in the morning, one at night. Get to work, buddy. Burn some extra calories off. But she's all smiles right now. I don't think she's prepared, though. It's a lot of change, okay? She's about to be gobsmacked when she gets home and figures out just how hard this is.
If you do that, then we'll consider evaluate you for weight loss surgery.
Okay.
Okay? So this is something you can do that?
Yes, I can.
How about you, Chris?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. Then here's the diet and exercises. Start reading this book, so it will help you more. Got more information and that for your diet and exercise and what you need to understand make your life be in better shape. And I'll see you in 2 months with a 60-pound weight loss with better stamina and breathing, okay?
Yes, sir.
You see the daggers the husband's shooting, like, I didn't think I was going to have to be a part of this. I thought I was going to have to maybe eat a little healthy, but I'm still sneaking a couple baconators, right? But yeah, it'd be a great thing for him to lose weight too. It can really change the whole family. And the daughter could drop a few pounds. Like, if everybody gets on board, I think it'll be easier for her because I can't really see her the way she's like, 10 seconds, like she's literally got a freaking stopwatch, right? She's timing him like they're at NASCAR and they're changing the damn tires, except she's waiting on her tacos.
Need anything before then, give me a call. And Chris, have you checked your weight today?
No, it's not today, no.
All right, on the way out, we'll check your weight. So when you come back, I want to see how much you lost.
Okay,
Okay?
deal.
But if he loses more weight than you, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
take that bet.
All right. All right, nice to meet you.
Thank you, Doc.
And I'll see you both in a couple of months. Y'all take care.
You too.
Will do.
He's about half the heavy, right? He's I don't know. I'm guessing he's right around 300, but he's got one of those deceptive builds where he's like super dense, right? And he's shorter than her. So I don't know, he might be a little more than that, but my guess right around 300 somewhere.
But it's intimidating to have the goals I need to hit. You know, giving up food is hard, and I've never really been able to do it. But it was scary to hear about the strain I'm putting on my body. How that's going to give me little time to change anything before it kills me. So I know the importance of doing this. Ready?
Let's do it.
You can't give your man the Joker laugh, okay, when your like heart rate jumps up to 120 from taking 5 steps. And trust me, mine was up somewhere around there. I could walk across the like waiting room and my blood pressure would be 160 over something. Like, it's shot up. Then you let me sit around for 10 minutes, back to normal.
Do it. I have to lose the weight to show Dr. Now that I'm truly ready, so I can get weight loss surgery.
$318.
Well,
Told you, deceptively dense. He's definitely deep-throated a couple noodles in his life too. I don't know if he's chewing or not though, because she's not even chewing.
Got a big challenge ahead.
yep,
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. But I do feel like I'm finally ready to take on a challenge like this.
That's the first time she said she's ready instead of somebody like, save me, help me, this happened, I did this, cause and effect. Like, maybe she'll do way better than I ever thought possible. Because right now, rooting for her, rooting for the husband too. I want them to be a happy family unit that loses weight, everyone's healthy, and everyone's living their best life, and she gets a second chance at life.
Mom's home.
Hey, Mom, how are you? Hey, guys. Yeah. Is it cold?
It's a little chilly.
I heard it was supposed to get down to like 48 tonight.
Yeah.
Chocolate drizzle in the house. Do we think she had that drink on the way to work? Because we're leaving a lot of stuff out right now. I'm not sure if she stopped and partied or not. Got a little bit of top room ramen. Maybe she went wild and found that Snickers that she hid in her shoe in the bottom of the dress or her desk.
How was your
Do you
day?
think we should cook another
It's a
box of
long
chicken?
day.
Because there's only 2 pieces of chicken. Do you want me to cook another box?
No,
Okay.
we just need one serving. It's been a week since me and Chris went to Houston for my first appointment with Dr. Now. And since then, we've been trying to make the adjustments to eating healthy as a family.
What y'all cooking?
The broccoli cheddar cheese stuffed chicken.
Oh shit, we're on a low carb diet, and I know those things got about 30 carbs in them. They're breaded pretty. I mean, because I like these things, they're not bad. This was my extent of veggies I would eat when I was this big. Broccoli cheddar stuffed chicken.
Sounds good.
Do you think we should cook any more veggies? Just broccoli? Do you want any more veggies?
Nah, broccoli's fine.
You'll eat broccoli?
I definitely feel like it's important to implement the journey that Dr. Now has put in place for me with my family, simply because, I mean, the dynamic is very clear. You know, my daughter obviously has a weight problem. I mean, you can very much tell that my husband has a weight problem as well. And so it's something that we could all benefit from.
It runs in the family. Typically, a lot of the family is going to be overweight, right? The only thing running in the family is obesity. Ha ha ha.
We're just gonna have to start switching up our plans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll be bad. Definitely will be healthier for all of us. A lifestyle change is always welcomed.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you a glass half full kind of gal? But hopefully not Mountain Dew. It looks like they're all drinking water.
Has it been hard?
The only hard times I've had are like the other day at work, because it was convenient, grabbed a slice of pizza.
You sinner. Also, did you guys notice the way Chris's ears perk up when he hears the word hard? He's like, deprived.
I mean, yeah, I knew it was bad, but it was convenient, and I just grabbed that piece of pizza and ate it and went right back on to work, because it's just fast and furious, and that's what was easy. That's when it's become very hard.
Are you nervous about the appointment?
I'm not nervous, no. I think the only thing I'm more concerned about is disappointing him, because he seems to put a lot of faith in his patients.
Doctor Now is very involved. Like, you could tell he actually does care, okay? And right now, I don't think he would be too happy with you doing too fat, too furious, Papa John's.
You know, you got to think about it. This is a man who puts his time and his efforts into, for lack of better words, saving your life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like it's letting him down to fail. So that's the only worry I really have. I've made a lot of positive changes in just...
I'm telling you guys, she's not chewing. Everyone else is like 2 bites in. This chicken disappeared. Unless she's boofing the thing. Like, I don't know where the hell it went. She's got to be hoovering it.
week, but I know I can do better. It's already hard.
See how much food they've got? Where did hers go? Abracadabra. She didn't shove it up. It's gone.
Than I thought, and that scares me a little. But I'm very determined to do this. So I don't want to mess this up, because I desperately want to get my life back.
Holy shit, look at this cat. That's a damn puma. That thing's freaking huge. Look at that cat. That's not good for the cat's joints. You're complaining about your knee. What about Whiskers over here? Put him on Weight Watchers.
Me and Chris are back at Dr. Now's clinic, so I can do my follow-up appointment. And I'm really nervous now that we're here. My hope is that I at least made it most of the way to my goal, but I have no idea where my weight's gonna be.
Not the best thing we've heard. Walking in here with the cheetah print. Hopefully she didn't go ham on some Cheetos.
So I don't know what's gonna happen or what the results are gonna be today. And I'm still a little sore from the drive here, especially my legs and feet.
Carrie?
I feel like she's trying to set up an alibi right now. Like, my knees hurt, my legs hurt, swelling, which does happen in the car, okay? When you're this fat, you feel it coming on. It's the weirdest feeling. I couldn't even describe it if I wanted to, but you know when you're swelling. You can feel it in your leg. What is this door to nowhere? I've never noticed this before. Is that a snack door?
They're still pretty swollen, and I'm worried about how that's gonna affect my weigh-in, because every pound is gonna count for me today.
Yep.
In my last appointment a couple of months ago, I was at 602, and the goal Dr. Now gave me to lose was 60 pounds.
It was 602.9. We round up, okay? So you can get that extra pound off
That means I'm supposed to be at 542 today.
before Chris
My
does.
hope is that I'm at least halfway there.
Ooh. Yeah, you want to round up.
That's more discouraging than I thought.
Yep, 12 pounds sounds about right for cheddar broccoli stuffed chicken. And I caved. I had one piece of pizza. Have you ever stopped at one piece of pizza? No, because you're not a psychopath, okay? People eat more than one piece. They can't stop at one.
It's a loss, though, so I guess that's good. But I don't think Dr. Now will see it that way. But maybe if Chris lost some too, Dr. Now will see how hard we're working together to do this.
306.
Oh, shit. Chris lost the same amount of weight as you? And you're double him. So Chris is the one out here trying hard. Look at you go, buddy. Because she really didn't try all that hard. He didn't try as hard as he could, too. But he got pretty hard on this one. That's been a while.
Whenever you guys are ready, you can head to room 5.
Tried pretty hard. I mean, mind in the gutter.
I think that shows me and Christopher are both trying just as hard. So there is some positive to our progress. My big worry, obviously, is that Dr. Now is only going to see what we didn't do. But I'm not going to lie and tell him I did my best. I know I could have done better.
Look at this. This looks like an upset pug right now. Aw, all right. She's going to turn it around, though. She lost something, which is good for a first go around, because a lot of times it's just nothing the first go around. So she lost something, but I think she is dreading that door opening right now, and you could see it all over her face.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
Just
All right.
chipper.
So, Carrie, you lost 12 pounds in 2 months.
13. We're rounding up. 13, okay?
That much. So, what changes do you think you actually made with your eating?
I did adhere to the diet somewhat, but I didn't somewhat. So that's
What do
the
you mean?
cause for I
Right?
didn't follow it 100% like I should have.
Then, what is your objective coming in to see us?
To get help.
You know, you can always tell when we didn't follow the diet when they start talking in friggin' riddles. I did somewhat, but didn't, but kinda did, and then I kinda pizza.
But I know I acted more on convenience, I guess, with my diet instead of adhering to it like I should have.
Shocker.
And I knew
I
better.
understand that you didn't do what you're supposed to. But the bigger question is, what is your objective from coming down and see us? What is your goal?
My goal is to lose weight.
Okay, if your goal is to lose weight, what are you willing to do to turn your life around and lose weight?
I'm willing to follow your diet, which I should have done in the first place.
All right. So she thought the frozen chicken, cheddar broccoli, and this, and she could give herself a little bit here or there, was going to get her where she needed to go. And it did get her to lose some weight because she's 602 pounds, right? So she would have pivoted and got like a rotisserie chicken instead if she don't feel like cooking. she would have been in a much better place. Or even like you could get just plain frozen chicken breasts. They're disgusting, but you could get those. But what she was doing is really convenient. She wasn't making anything fresh at all. So yeah, that's not going to work out long term.
Well, but I'm not just going to take your word for it. If you value your life, you understand that your weight is your major health problem. And right now, I'm concerned about both of your willingness to change because I see both of you have the same issue. And my concern is that you both are helping each other to overeat because you both lost the exact same amount. So your eating habits are entangled in a toxic way. So this is a pathological situation that is going to shorten both of your life. And if you say you realize that, then what is the use of coming here and give me figure of speech and not doing anything about it?
I understand.
You mean, what do you understand? What is your answer?
I mean, I can do better. I know I can do better.
Well,
I should
everybody
have.
can do better, but why you haven't done it better? Is because your love of the food supersede your idea of being healthy?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's not pretend that all of you out there don't love food. You've got foods that you like can't live without, quote unquote, right? So just imagine if all the foods you couldn't live without was everything, okay? It's all good because she's never not eating healthy. Breadsticks are friggin' delicious, right? I don't know what that noodle dish was, but you might as well call it mac and cheese. Okay? All that stuff's good. High carb, high fat, high sugar content. Her brain's used to that at this point. So now that switch has got to flip. She's got to start eating different stuff, and it's going to take adjustment because it's going to taste bland compared to everything you were eating before.
Okay. So what can we do to change that?
Cut my tummy out.
Do you want to change that?
Nip tuck.
Yes, sir.
So what solution we got for you? You have to tell me. What else we can give you to get you to lose weight? Can you tell me?
Enema.
We can help you to do that. What else we can do for you?
Maybe we could try some counseling.
You think counseling is going to help you?
Maybe.
Actually, downright shocked that she's the one that said she wanted to try that before Dr. Now kind of put it out there into the universe. But she actually is reaching out there trying to find a way to change things, which is more than I could say I did at this point. More than a lot of people do at this point. She'll be successful if she just keeps working at it.
Okay.
I'm willing to try.
Do it.
Okay, so maybe they can help you wake up. But I also want Chris to go with you so you both can work on the issues together.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll set up counseling for both of you to try and see if they can make progress with you too. Then I want to see both of you again in 2 months with the same goal. Carrie, lose 60 pounds in that time and get your stamina up. And Chris, you make more progress than you did the last time. Okay? At least 20 pounds.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't think Chris wants to go to therapy. Maybe he does, though. He's pretty supportive. He seems like a nice guy. She seems like a nice person. But yeah, I think Chris is like more wants to go to hot yoga or something. Like he's over here. Look at this man. He's not smiling ever. Like he just looks dead inside.
All right. If y'all need anything, let me know.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
A surgery. Give me a surgery. Surgery.
About their situation and want there to be a change in their lives. But they're still hoping for a magic solution to be given to them and the work done for them. But if they are willing to start to do some counseling together, maybe there is a chance that will help start to wake them up to take some initiative. But if not, then the bigger concern will be how long Carrie's body can keep going like it has been. Because the longer she takes to do this, the longer she's rolling the dice and taking the chance, she could run out of time.
Yeah, but she wants the magic trick, like the Expelliarmus. Like, get out of here. Lose the booty.
I'm grateful to have another chance to try with Dr. Now. And this time, I know I have to do better. The counseling for Chris and I will be a help, I think. So hopefully, that'll give us more of an edge this time around. But no matter what,
I know my chances are running out. So this time, I'm going to do better because I have to.
All right. At least she's saying what she needs to say, right? At this point, is it just empty words, or is she going to take the action behind it? Or is she just going to sit here and keep the Expelliarmus? Like, I can't get that out of my head now.
Me and Chris are still in Houston to go to couples counseling here as part of Dr. Now's program. Dr. Now says our relationship revolves too much around food, and that's a problem we have to fix. And I know Chris and I have a dynamic that isn't healthy because he'll always get me food. And I think in some ways he wants to because he likes taking care of me and make.
Yeah, because there's nothing else for him. Then you're just going to yell at him all the time. So, of course, he's got to get a half chub for hash browns. Like, what else is he going to do?
Me happy. But in our whole relationship and marriage, we've never ever talked about any of this. But I know that's contributing to things not changing. So I'm going to try to be as upfront and as honest as possible.
You don't talk?
So I'm glad you guys are here. So what brings you down? How'd you get in touch with Dr. Now?
My family wanted me to reach out to him to see about the gastric bypass surgery,
That's not true. Doctor Now rappels into your ceiling, kicks in the door, and then throws a bag over your head and just drags you to the office. That's kind of what he's doing to the husband at this point.
So your family did, not you?
Well, I was a little reluctant at first, but
What makes you reluctant about the surgery?
well, my father
Reese's.
died as a result of the surgery.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I actually forgot. That's terrible. R.I.P. dear dad. That's sad. Sorry, I'm joking a lot in this one because I think a lot of it's kind of funny and hypocritical, but, you know, that would make you scared of the surgery. But at the end of the day, that's a very low odds.
Okay.
So I had some reluctance
So
there.
you're probably scared of the surgery.
A little.
Okay. But your family wants it for you?
Yeah.
Is he on board with this? Is he helpful or is he harmful in terms of you losing the weight to get ready for the surgery? What role does he play?
Uh-oh.
He's very supportive, sometimes too supportive.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Don't throw Chris under the bus. You had a friggin' timer when he was getting friggin' dinner. Come on. You can't put it all on him, but he also has to learn to say no. Can't be a pushover forever for pizza.
What do you mean by too supportive?
I know Chris has a problem telling me no.
Okay, I'm looking at his face. What does she mean by you have a problem saying no?
I mean, just about like anything she wants. I mean, if she wants a greasy hamburger, then I'm not going to tell her no. I mean, that's what she wants.
And if you keep telling her yes, what's going to happen?
She's not gonna lose weight.
And he's never going to end up hearing yes in a certain room of the house, but he's getting shut down a lot here, all right? And I feel like this guy has kind of got to be getting close to his limit, because not only now is it all his fault, but she knows it's his fault, and she knew he was a pushover, and she was going to... Is he the one that she found online when she was hunting for a husband? Or was that a different guy? I don't know. She was like, I need the first sucker that's going to come along and...
She won't get the surgery.
And her life will get worse and worse.
And her health will get worse. And
Yep. So when you ask her for something, does she say yes too?
to an extent. I mean,
Nope.
His demands are less food-based.
Okay.
Like, I'd really like to go to the movies, or I'd really like a new shirt, or I'd really like a new pair of shoes. His needs are
And
not
you know,
food-driven.
none of those things were even remotely as unhealthy as giving you a cheeseburger.
When she said it was less food-based, I think every one of your minds went where mine went, okay? And Chris, okay, I'm sorry, buddy. Go to every movie you want. I feel so bad for you, man. Like, I want you to be the happiest version of you. Go see Snow White. I hear that's getting rave reviews.
Exactly.
Right.
I know that part of the reason he tells me yes is because if he tells me no and I make a change and I succeed at becoming a better person, I can do those things for myself and I won't need him.
Is that your fear, Chris?
I don't want to lose her. Like,
Do you know how dangerous that is? It means that she needs to be unwell. She needs to be disabled for you to have a role in her life.
All right. Yeah. Why do you think the second that you stop taking the Tostino's pizza rolls, you're ready to kick this man to the curb? This man's been running around on NASCAR pit crew duty for pizza the whole damn time, and you're ready to trade up already? Maybe she's just, I don't know, man. That is a messed up dynamic.
If you make it so that your usefulness is based on her decline, then that's really dangerous. But I think you guys can switch it. You need to learn to say no to her, but I also want you to be helping him out. I want him to be asking you for stuff. I want you to feel useful, right?
Right.
So I want to make that your homework. If this guy learns to say no, and you learn to accept that no and actually praise him for giving you that no, it'll make a huge difference.
Yeah, when's the last time you washed a dish? And we're not talking about with your tongue, okay? Because she's a speed eater, dude. She's like, it was impressive how quick she choked down that chicken.
Huge.
Choking some chicken.
Safe drive back. I can't wait to hear how it goes for you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
It's been a few days since me and Chris saw Dr. Paradise. And I think we've both taken the things he said to heart about what we need to do, and we're trying to take steps to do that. Okay, this one's mine.
Okay, already a hell of a lot better option than the Parmesan crusted chicken.
That looks really good.
It's 5 ounces of salmon, steamed mixed veggies that are pre-portioned, and 1/4 cup of quinoa.
What would you like to drink?
I think I'd just like an ice water.
Okay.
A tall
Making these
drink of
changes
you.
is a big adjustment, though. So it's gonna just take some time, I think, for us to get to where Chris can tell me no, like I need. So I know I can't push him or manipulate him to bring me things I shouldn't have.
All right, so Chris hopefully has learned to say no. I don't care if he goes in there and acts like Caesar Milan. She asks for pizza, he goes, start like doing it like that, just till he learns it at least. It's like training.
I'm trying to do my part, and I haven't asked him to make me any food or bring me anything. And I've just tried overall not to really ask him for anything. So that's a big step for me. I've taken the initiative to find a healthy food service, so we have our meals, and we both don't have to do anything for that. And I'm hoping that helps us out with our dynamic, and also solves the healthy eating issue, so we can stay on the diet.
Oh, wow.
I'm also really curious how much those like healthy food services are, because I think we tried one once here. I think it was, I don't remember which one it was, but no free sponsors, damn it. I don't deal with sponsors anyway.
These are really good.
So, I do feel like the counseling has helped us make a move towards a better place. And I feel like the biggest thing from it is that I feel like I could be more open and honest with Chris, and to speak my mind about what I need from him, which is something I've never really done. So, how do you feel after seeing Dr. Paradise? You feel like you can tell me no?
It's gonna be hard for me at first.
We have to start somewhere.
Pent up aggression, that's what I'm talking about. No. Damn it, everything is just no from now on. Don't you ever ask me for any. No.
Right. Like, I didn't even think about what he said when I was actually hurting you when I get you stuff like that. I didn't think about that.
Every, oh yeah, okay, I'll do it, is taking months, weeks, years off of my life,
Yeah, but you're also asking for it, so don't put it all on him. Yes, he's trying to make you happy. And a lot of times guys will go the route of whatever you want, even if it's not the best for you, just because we really want to see you happy. This guy's he's a saint, okay? Because he's taking all the blame here and everything, and you're just kind of deflecting it on him with very little accountability coming back your way. You're just launching that arrow over to his side.
Yeah.
This is really good, by the way.
It is.
I know you have more to say about this no thing, so go ahead.
Like you helping me do the dishes and stuff and
Ooh.
and all that. So
I'll help you.
I'm the only one that does the dishes in my house. That is my job. Designated Sean job. Dishes. I do not touch dusting. I hate dusting.
okay, go ahead. Go do it now. We need laundry done.
Don't count your chickens. This isn't easy for either of us. We've fallen into roles, and it's easy to just do what we know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're both committed to doing whatever it takes to get healthy, because we know how important it is, for me especially, to be able to do that, so I can continue on the path I need to live and have a life.
He just gave her some of his food. He's supposed to be saying no. She's supposed to be counting calories. We're already sneaking extra little bites. Don't count your Popeyes.
But it's just heartbreaking patterns from what we know. So, you wanna go get me a cheeseburger?
I'll see what I can do. I mean, no, I'm just speaking. No, I'm not gonna go get you cheeseburgers.
You're the worst.
Okay. Finally smiling and laughing out of him. He's been dead inside this whole time. This guy is the Iceman. Like, he was colder than that frozen Parmesan crusted chicken.
This may be a long 2 months with both of us working on this. But I can't let myself fall short again, because it may be the end of the road for me if I do.
A lot of cats in this house, and I am noticing they are all kind of struggling with morbid obesity. But also, man, I didn't realize she had an ice chest behind her head. She probably reached right back, grabbed Ben and Jerry's right from behind her every time she wanted it.
Me and Chris have worked harder to improve things and done more to get to my goal this time.
Yep. 5 months
But I
in.
still don't know where my progress is.
Carrie?
I just hope it's enough. At my last appointment, I was down to 590. Then I need to be at 530 today if I got to my 60-pound lost goal.
Uh-oh. That foot of hers is swollen again. I noticed it last time, but it actually looked a little more swollen this time. And, Chris, you better hope for a good weigh-in, because you're Mr. No-No zone right now.
I'm hoping I made that.
Okay.
That's a lot better than last time.
Yeah.
So that's really good. Chris should have lost more too.
That's 34 pounds. That meal prep is doing her right at this point.
Last time, he was at 306, and Dr. Now wanted him to lose 20 pounds. So he's supposed to be at 286 for his goal.
Okay. Ooh.
He got close. Closer than me, I guess.
Yeah, he's 289. He lost 17. Sorry, I'm saying that for the people that listen in the car instead of actually watch.
But he had less to lose. But all the progress from both of us should show Dr. Now we're working on things and going in a better direction.
Less to lose and less to start with to lose, okay? Mrs. Count your chickens here. Count. All right.
You know, I just hope that it's enough for him this time.
Clutch your pearls.
Hello.
Hi.
Bum,
How y'all
bum.
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. All right, let's see what's going on with you two. So, Carrie lost 34 pounds, and Christopher lost 17 pounds. So, y'all making some progress this time. At least you didn't gain anything, but
Right.
not as much as I expected.
All right. I've seen Dr. Now be nice to some people, and other people he's not as lenient. So it depends on what mood he's in this day. Did he come in on the Dorito Death Star, or is he more morbid Millennium Falcon? Is he the good guy or the bad guy?
So what are you two doing different now that you could still be doing better?
Well, we did improve somewhat, like you told us to do. And then we're using these new prepared meals to help cut back on our portions. And we halved the protein that we were both having, so we were doing better at that. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure the Fat Bible says high protein. So don't sit here and go, we halved our protein. He wants you to get the damn protein.
He's trying to tell me no more to stop enabling me.
Well, that's all good, but clearly you're still struggling with overeating because you're still eating 3 times more than the diet I gave you.
I incorporated a little fruit into my diet, and I knew I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you bee with a banana. You can't do that. That's straight sugar. What? No. No, 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 no.
The fruit got a lot of sugar, so you need to cut that out. But the fruit doesn't explain all the lack of progress you have.
Okay?
Because you still need to cut out 2,000 calories a day in your diet, which can be a lot of little things adding up.
Yes, sir.
Or you're still overeating and seeking food.
I'm not.
All right, let's deflect a little bit. I tripped on a pizza box and I fell into a display of Twix. And for whatever reason, they were all open. And my mouth, when I tripped, I went, and just a bunch of Twix down my throat.
Either way, you still have some changes you need to make to show me you're ready for weight loss surgery. But I'm at least happy to see some progress with both of you.
Thank you.
Especially you, Christopher, because you got very close to the goal I gave you.
That's
But
right.
Carrie, it's important to understand that proportionally he's doing better because his weight is around half of yours. So it's harder for him to lose as much. So with what he lost is equivalent with you losing 40 to 50 pounds.
Let's go, Chris. That's my man right there, Chris. Yeah. But okay. She doubled his. She weighs double as much. I'm gonna call it a wash. I'm gonna call him dead even on this one because I don't think she is enjoying at all hearing that he is doing better than her. And maybe that'll propel her. I don't know. Different people are motivated by different things. The only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave. So at the end of the day, what drives you to be a better you? You know, is pressure what does it? Pressure burst pipes. Pressure makes diamonds. Which one are you? Are you a burst pipe or are you a diamond? You know?
It looks like he's taking this more seriously than you. So you're probably still overeating at work while you're away from him.
Possibly, yes.
I think you mean probably.
Probably, I guess.
All right. So how's the therapy working?
Therapy's going really good. Really good.
You both still doing it together?
Yes, both of us still together.
Okay, that's good. You both need to keep doing that. But Carrie, it looks like you have some issues that you need to work on by yourself, since you're still probably seeking food when he's not around.
Okay.
I mean, DoorDash, Uber Eats made it wildly convenient to get the food just kind of delivered to her work, okay? So check her credit card statements. That'll tell you what the hell she's doing.
But I want you to go therapy alone. In addition to therapy, you both do together.
Okay.
You need to work on some of your emotional issues that don't involve him, because even though you're doing better, you're just not losing enough weight to get you to the point where you're showing us you're ready for weight loss surgery. And with all your health issues, you also need to reduce the strain in your body to where we feel like it's safe for you to have weight loss surgery. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, she's playing emotional tennis right now. She just keeps whacking the ball to the other side of the court and going, don't hit it back at me, because it's everybody else's fault. But her dad died during surgery, okay? That's going to be a huge obstacle for her. Not to mention, you know, she had the 2 kids she lost, and then she had the hysterectomy. So she's been through a lot, okay? But she's going to have to just kind of, I don't know if I want to say compartmentalize that stuff and get it out of there and think about the great life that she could have with her husband and her kids from this point forward. If she just figures it out, she's got it. Like, she can totally do this.
So we'll set that up for you, and we'll see if that helps you some. Because I'm going to give you one more chance to lose 60 pounds in the next 2 months, only because you showed me some progress. But if you don't start doing what you need this next time, then that will be it.
Yes, sir.
Because it will be clear then that you don't have any real desire to change. And your total weight loss hasn't been significant since we've seen you from the first time.
Yes,
Okay?
She's lost 46 pounds total. He's saying like lose 60 or it's donezo. But I've seen him, somebody walks in and does 30 again. He's like, all right, altogether you've lost enough and you keep losing it, you know, consecutively. So I'll give it to you. I think he's just giving her that line in the sand so she can, you know, actually push herself, because right now she hasn't pushed herself yet.
You always give me the same story that you're doing good, but obviously not showing in the scale. So I need to see better number on the scale.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we need to work harder, and I want you to see therapy yourself and see if you can figure out what issue drive it into eat.
Okay.
And I also want you both to keep doing therapy together too. And hopefully we'll see better weight loss with you. Because losing a few pounds here and gaining a few pounds there and losing a few pounds is not going to ultimately improve your health and turn your life around. Okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 months to hit your goal again. So take this seriously, and then when you come back, we'll see how you're all doing with that.
Okay. Sounds
Okay?
good.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So basically, if she doesn't play Fruit Ninja, she's going to lose the weight because she's lost the 35 pounds when you're 600, right? That's about the max I lost in a month, but I'll keep it real. I wasn't counting any calories, okay? I was strictly eating like bacon, ham, all kinds of stuff, right? I was cutting all the carbs, 0 carbs, but I was eating fatty meat, like, and it just still fell off because I was that fat, okay? So she could do that too. Lazy keto even works for people once you get to a certain size. It might work for small people. I don't know. I've never been small people. You could tell me if it works for you.
All right, I'll see you soon. If you need anything, in the meantime, give me a call.
Okay. We'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, quite welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
911.
I'm happy to see some improvement with Carrie, and to see Christopher's progress he has made both physically and mentally. He seems to genuinely want to support his wife, and he's showing he's trying to work on that. So my big concern is that Carrie is clearly still not taking this program and her situation as seriously as she claims.
It's the magic fix. Everybody thinks it, okay? I very rarely see somebody walk into this office, go, I've got this. I know what to do. I don't just want the, press the pound button and all the weight just falls off because that's what they think it is. That's what I thought it was. Just cut my tummy out. I don't care if you use a damn spork, okay? Just get the puppy out of there and we'll lose weight.
She's hoping that surgery will be a magic fix for her to stop using food to cope. So the important thing now is helping her to try to work on the issues behind her pathological eating and what's driving her to that. Hopefully therapy with her one-on-one will help wake her up to start making some progress on that. But at
Avada Kachub gone. That's my fat loss spell from Hefty Harry.
this point, Carrie has been given all the support and guidance she can get to make the changes she needs to take responsibility for herself and change her life like she needs. So hopefully she wakes up and does what she needs now before it's too late.
Let's go, Carrie. Get it in gear. She's also doing the Conor McGregor strut. You guys notice that? The way she's walking? I mean, she's got a little bit of style with her. So far, this episode's been a lot of fun. I'm having fun sitting here joking about this one.
I'm disappointed that what I've done so far isn't enough for Dr. Now. It's just scary to hear him say that officially this is my last chance. That has me really nervous, but I know I could do better. And he's still giving me another chance. And I think doing therapy on my own is a good idea. So my plan is to do better and make it to my goal this time. Because I know this is it. I'm officially out of chances. So I have to do what it takes to make sure I don't fail.
So official, like a referee with a whistle, but she, like, oh, I'm so sad that this was not enough. But in your head, you knew it wasn't enough because part of you knows that, all right, that you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you're kind of just trying to like do the dance to do just enough to get the surgery, which thank God I got it, right? Because I was still at that point when I got it, okay? And then after that, I was like, I'm actually going to have to work hard, change my life, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't a lot of fun from that point moving forward, but I'm happy I'm where I am today. That's how she'll be. The work will pay off. You'll be happy in the long run. But right now, it's going to suck a little bit, okay? And you're going to have to put down the bananas, no apples, whatever. Choke down some turkey bacon, eat a lot of saltless chicken, but you're going to have to do it.
For the past month, on top of my diet and exercises, I've been trying to work on things that I've been talking to Dr. Paradise about. And he wants to help build up my self-esteem and try to help me stop feeling like I need to go to whatever makes me feel better when I focus on the ways I feel like I'm not good enough. Because
Ooh, I could teach you guys how to do that. Delusional confidence. I'm friggin' awesome. Look at me. I am so great. I love me to death. I can't get enough of me. That's how you should act all the time. I want you all to walk out of the door, say, man, like when you wake up in the morning, you're walking out the door to go to work, say, man, I'm the shit. Like, just, that's how you should feel all the time. It's really a fun way to live your life, honestly. Just have like main character syndrome.
I shut down and lose confidence in myself. And then I just do what makes me feel good, which is usually eating.
Not Chris.
And Dr. Paradise said that the better I feel about myself, the more I'm gonna lose weight.
Sorry.
So I have to try to turn that around. My homework started with journaling. And then my next step now is to find ways to remind myself to focus on what I want out of my weight loss and my life. Not just for others, but for me. So I'm doing that with little notes to myself I'm putting around the house to remind myself of what I want to focus on throughout the day.
I never did that, but I'm 100% putting a sticky note on my like mirror in the bathroom that says, I'm so friggin' awesome. And then I'm not going to tell my girl it's there. I'm just going to mess with her. I'm going to put them everywhere and be like, man, can I get any better? That's like what they'll friggin' say. And she'll be like, oh my God, your head gets any bigger. It's not going to fit in here.
I can try to stop myself and change my mindset. And Dr. Paradise also wants me to remember my goals to motivate me too. Because I need to do this for me, for my life, for what I want. Because I'm good enough and I can be good enough.
Okay.
And I can't let the fear and negative thoughts cause me to lose control and go to food.
I like that.
Because I've already let that destroy my life. I feel like my whole life is just hanging by a thread because of what I've done. And if I don't change that, then it's gonna end up killing me. I don't want that to happen. So I'm really trying. I'm trying because I can't lose this chance. If I do, I know I'm probably not gonna make it.
You know, I'm actually going to bet she could lose 60 pounds if she dusted this house. That's a lot of friggin' work, man. You guys see this place? Like, seriously, if she went around and dusted this whole house, right? She would lose 60 pounds. She's going to be sweating her ass off. Like, it's crazy. But I'm happy she's getting a little bit of, like, self-worth, self-belief. I want her to believe in herself more than anything. I want everyone to believe in themselves more than anything. Joke around a lot. I use the jokes to get that message across. If there's one thing you take away from any video of mine you've ever watched, right? Remember that you're an amazing person and you can achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. And just believe in yourself more than anything.
But this is a lot harder than I ever imagined it would be.
That's what she said. Sorry, heartfelt moment. I had to do it.
I'm at Dr. Now's and about to find out whether I hit my goal to get weight loss surgery. At my last appointment a couple of months ago, I was at 556, and the goal Dr. Now gave me to lose was 60 pounds.
Okay.
So that means today I'm supposed to be at 496. Whew, excited. That's
Hey, 65. She took it serious when he said, like, hit that goal or else you're gone. She really put it, like, good for you, man. That's good. That's notes. All the therapy really helped her. Some people it really helps.
even better.
Good job.
I know, right?
So proud of you.
Thanks, babe.
Let's see you.
It feels so good to finally see a drop like that. And I'm really, really happy and proud of myself. You ready? Okay. It wasn't easy, but I worked very hard. And I know Chris did too.
How hard did he
was
work?
At 289, and he should have a good loss with me today too.
Okay, 18 pounds. Chris is keeping up his end of the deal too. He's trying. So the whole household's getting healthier. This is great. This is beautiful to see at the end. I like when good things come together at the end.
It's good.
I'm very proud.
Dr. Now has to be proud of us this time. We both did so well and got to our goals. So that should be enough to finally prove to him how serious I am and how serious Chris is. So I'm praying and hoping that means I'm gonna finally get weight loss surgery because I need it so bad.
she's gonna be approved.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up, Doc?
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you, Dr. Now?
Good. All right. So you're down to 491. So you lost 65 pounds.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's good progress. Seems like both of you are doing better with your eating habit.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
This time, Chris was the one somewhat slacking, but he's a lot less weight, so it's a lot harder to get off at that point. But her, like, she really put, like, her nose to the grindstone and kind of was like, all right, I'm going to get this done. Because when Dr. Now says, like, you're going to be kicked, he doesn't really kick anybody out. Dr. Now tries to save every fat person he comes across. He can be walking down the street, see a homeless person, he's going to throw the fat Bible at him.
Okay, so what helped you to make those changes?
So we've been going as a couple and then by ourselves to see Dr. Paradise. He gave us some tips, some things to work on, exercises in our daily life, some self-esteem things, and learn to accept him saying no and to kind of learn to do things for myself because...
Accept him? You're telling him to say no. What happens when he says no? Were you really throwing fits on this man? Because this poor guy, he looked dead inside for a while, right? I was looking through his eyes, and there just was no life left. He was just like going through the motions, okay? Now, he looks pretty happy, okay? He's a couple 100 pounds away from a couple pounds.
There's been kind of a dynamic between us for a long time that he did a lot for me, and I just kind of expected it. So I've been able to do a lot better, and I'm very excited. I hope that you're pleased as well.
Yes, I'm happy to see progress. Chris, are you staying on track too?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm proud of both of you for trying hard and trying to get back on track. And Carrie, because you made good progress, I'm going to go ahead and approve you for weight loss surgery.
All right. That's fantastic.
Now, remember with Jeanette or whatever her name was, how they got like infected, like the wounds after surgery because the house was so damn dirty? I feel like all this dust getting in your after surgery stuff cannot be good for you, okay? And if that happens to her, that would be crazy. Because, I mean, her to get an infection after surgery would just terrify her because she lost her dad to this surgery. But she's ready to go, and that's very rare anything happens.
But I want to stay on the track, so I'm going to schedule you for weight loss surgery in a month. And I want to use 20 pounds by then, okay?
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be your goal. You need to hit that goal, and if you come back in a month you haven't lost 20 pounds, then we're going to cancel your surgery, okay?
I understand.
20 pounds isn't the craziest goal. I mean, she did that pretty much when she wasn't really trying all that hard and eating fruit. So this is the lenient side of Dr. Now when he's like, all right, she's done the work. She kind of is ready for it. But just keep losing because he needs that liver to shrink so he could go in laparoscopically, get around it. Because whenever you diet and you have a fatty liver, that's why they make you diet so hard and do like the 2 liquid meals a day. They need the liver to shrink so they can work their way around it and cut out your stomach. Okay?
Well, life threw me another curveball last week. Because a giant thunderstorm resulted in a flash flood that wrecked my little trailer. So we've been staying in a hotel room for the past few nights.
Talk about you being the bearer of bad news. I was going to say we're like some kind of fat ark or something. Just grab all the cats, throw them on top of us. We float, right? But then she lost the trailer, which actually don't surprise me. That trailer was ready to like blow down. If it would have got a friggin' gust or if a kid would have threw a baseball at it, that sucker was done. That thing was dilapidated.
But I've been talking to Dr. Paradise about seeing the positive around me.
2 tickets to
And
paradise.
today, it's my surgery day, and I'm moving ahead. I lost 16 pounds, which wasn't...
Oh, shit. Did the flood bring in Doritos? What? Man, I was just saying how easy it would be to lose 20, and then you blow in here with this friggin' like thunderstorm, only lost 16. But she was stressed out, okay? Strudel's fixed stress. Everybody knows that.
20-pound goal. But Dr. Now said it was enough to show him I'm still working hard. So I didn't want to recover from surgery in a hotel. But I do feel like I'm really grateful for this chance. And I feel emotional too.
I can't help but thinking about my father
Aw.
and what the surgery meant for him. And that makes me really sad that he won't get to see me like this and that we didn't have more time together.
Look, it's super sad that her dad's not going to see her achieve her goals and be a better version of herself. But in the hotel, like I was just saying about at least it's clean in there, right? Because that other house, I feel like it was just waiting to get something infected. But okay, this glass half full kind of person, there's always a silver lining somewhere, right? It doesn't matter if it's the worst thing or the worst possible situation, right? Somewhere there's a positive. You just have to find it.
She'll be on a liquid diet for the next 4 weeks. And at that time, she should lose another 25 pounds. And then after that, she should be able to lose 15 pounds a month until she gets close to her target weight.
Yeah, the first 3 months, I lost somewhere between 80 and 90. I'm not really sure. I forget. It's been a while at this point. But it's so easy at first. I want to say that first month, I lost probably 35 pounds or something like that.
But she needs to continue to work on her emotional issues that are behind her drive to eat. Because if there is a part of her that's still hoping that surgery will provide some level of a magic fix, we are going to need to stay on top of that and work to address it before she does anything to undo the surgery. Because if she starts to overeat again, she can stretch her stomach back out. And if she does that, it won't take long for her to gain all her weight back and end up in the same situation she was before all this. Only this time, it will be very unlikely we will be able to turn the situation around again.
Yeah, I mean, some part of her probably still believes, like I did at this point, that there's a little Chris Angel cheek freak make me lose my rear end, right? So she thinks it's a magic fix, but are you in for a rude awakening? Because it's not all easy. At first, yes, easy, okay? She's gonna lose weight regardless, unless she's sitting here literally like the only thing she's eating is the center of the Oreo, right? She's like ripping them puppies open, just eating icing. Then she'll only lose like 20 pounds, right? But, or 15, 10, something like, she's gonna lose weight. Like, you could eat ice cream and your stomach's so small, she's gonna lose weight because she's still up there. That's what my surgeon told me. You can lose weight eating ice cream at this point, but it's not gonna stay off. Ooh, a new house. Clean. Oh shit, that's a lot of takeout, huh? Ooh, you better not. Not right after surgery, right? No, you wouldn't. He would.
It's been a couple weeks since my surgery, and the liquid diet is certainly a big adjustment. Today I'm just fine. I mean, it could be worse, considering for a brief minute that we were homeless. I still would be feeling a lot better if our house had...
Look at that frown, man. That is a hamburger wanting frown right there. Yeah, welcome to sugar-free popsicles and protein shakes. For the next month, it sucks a hell of a lot.
Been destroyed when the storm hit that flooded out my little trailer, because I didn't realize how much comfort there was in just having that place as my home base. And now that it's pretty much gone, I miss my chair and some of my favorite baking pans.
Oh yeah, I miss my favorite spot to sit and my favorite thing to get me to 600 pounds. Boy, you got a hell of a lot of... I don't miss the sentimental items. You know, my daughter made me this collage when she was a kid. Yeah, that puppy can wash away. It burned down. I don't care if it caught fire, right? Lightning hit it. But my pans, man, I used to eat all kinds of shit out of those pans.
And to be honest, I miss my food, and the liquid diet is rough.
Oh, God.
But Chris was able to get approved for housing assistance. So we decided to rent this little house for a couple weeks.
Okay.
So I can recover comfortably. How's your burger?
It's good. How is it?
It's broth.
I mean, at least somebody's getting some beef and some buns around here. Just let the man eat his hamburger, okay? I know it's hard. The liquid diet sucks, but you're going towards a better life. You're going to have everything you ever wanted at this point, as long as you stick to the plan. All right? And you can even screw up a little bit at first, but it's going to make it harder in the long run. That's what I did. I should write a book, How to F It Up.
I've never eaten this little in my entire life. But I think the biggest struggle is probably the fact that I get these strong cravings I wasn't expecting. So I go from not even being hungry to all of a sudden really wanting a hamburger or a pizza or something like that.
All right, but I'm pretty sure, I think I read somewhere it's scientifically proven that cravings go away in 7 minutes. Push through it, it'll go away.
So, that's been a little bit unexpected because I thought that would be less of a struggle now.
Nope.
But I'm handling it and doing what I need because I really don't have an option. I have to stick to liquid, but I'm hoping that it'll be a little easier once I can get back on solid foods and have something with a little more substance. But for now, I'm just taking it day by day. Me and Chris are still working on our dynamic. Once I recover a little, I'm gonna go back to Dr. Paradise to keep working with him one-on-one more. So I'm trying to do everything I need to keep going in the right direction for myself and my family. It's just a little harder than I thought it'd be at this point.
It's not easy, but how many dishes have you washed at this point? Inquiring minds want to know. But I dare you. Well, no, that's against medical advice. I don't dare you. But I'm just going to say, if she took a bite of that hamburger, right, it is going to be one of the biggest regrets you've ever friggin' had, okay? Because it's coming right back up, and it's going to come out with a vengeance because it's too solid. Like, you'll realize real quick, once you eat things that are, like, too heavy for you, they are awful on the way back up.
Me and Haley are going to get a little exercise together today.
All right.
She said she wanted to help me get more active now that I can walk enough without getting out of breath to do stuff like this.
Yeah, Haley looks pretty happy to be on this walk. Did you guys see just the beaming gleam of a smile she had? She looks like somebody's about to drag her in the woods and put one in the back of her head. She don't look happy at all.
So I'm excited about that and the progress I'm making. I think there's like a little trail up here. But I had my 1 month post-op appointment with Dr. Now, and I was down to 457. So Dr. Now said my weight loss, which was an 18-pound weight loss, wasn't where it needed to be.
Yeah. She's licking the Oreos. She probably might have brushed her teeth with caramel. Like, it's not hard to lose it at first.
Even though I was close to where he said I should be for the last month's progress. He told me I either needed to buckle down and do what I needed, or I could start going back in the wrong direction. And he said this month is a very important one, because if I let my progress slow even more, then it could lead me to eventually failing at this.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting when you can buckle down. Remember whenever I clipped that seatbelt and I just felt so damn proud of myself. Wait till she gets there. Once she starts seeing set little things and make them a big deal, okay? Buckling the seatbelt or this walk right here. You need to be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. I know I'm kind of bad about that sometimes, but whenever some little thing like that happens, I do genuinely get happy. I just don't show it because I'm a man, okay? Stone-faced, baby. Stone-faced.
And I can't let that happen. So I'm really trying my hardest this month and pushing myself.
Push it to the limit.
Yeah.
I push and I push.
Dr. Now said, most importantly, I need to keep working on my emotional issues to help with the cravings and everything. Because now that I'm onto solid food, it's more of a temptation. And he's worried I might push myself to overeat.
How in the hell did she lose 18 on the liquid diet? I was thinking she's not back. She's just got to puree. So she's eating blended up tuna fish at this point, or maybe mashed potatoes, or you're not supposed to eat mashed potatoes, just saying, but she's eating something like that.
It's a pretty view.
Yeah, It's grass.
I'm so glad we're able to do this. Me too. Maybe next time we come, I'll be able to run.
You know the funny thing? Okay. The first time you run, okay, there's loose skin and there's fat in places, okay? So when you're running, your stomach's going to jostle and it's going to sound like this. But, I mean, it's pretty funny because your stomach's slapping. It's like the little fat slapping noise. It's funny. I should stop telling people stuff like that.
Should come out here for a picnic one day.
Don't care.
It'll be fun.
It would be.
Yep.
I wonder if she's still mourning her chair and her pans, though. Because remember, that was the thing she missed. Did we get new pans?
You know, before my surgery, I wouldn't have been able to do anything like this.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only going to get better from here.
It will be.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
I'm really happy for you.
I'm happy too. I'm glad I did it.
Me too.
Got a lot to look forward to.
She does, but she's also got a lot more effort to put. 18 pounds on the liquid diet is just crazy. I always say the only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave. And you're making it a little bit harder on yourself at this point because right now is the easy part. Like, this is where you should coast and lose weight. Later, when you're not trying to put it back on, when you're some years down the line, that's when it gets a little hard because you want to eat stuff here and there that you used to love, you know? Right now, don't give in. Be super serious about it right now. Don't just be content. Complacency is your biggest enemy at this point.
I know I need to keep working on my issues, and I'm very determined to do it because I don't want to lose all the progress I've made and go back to the way I was. So to do that, I've had more appointments with Dr. Paradise, and he wanted me to start getting out of my house more and find some activities I enjoy and want to do that's for me and not necessarily anyone else. But I'm just excited that doing things like this are a possibility now and that I'm starting to get my life back. And I'm going to keep working hard to make sure I don't lose that. My next appointment's in 3 weeks, and I'm going to lose what Dr. Now says I should be losing and then work hard to keep going down the right path so I can stay on track to get to my target weight no matter what it takes. Because my whole future and everything I want is depending on it.
I'm guessing Dr. Now was like, lose 20 to 20. Maybe he gave her, no, he probably said somewhere around 20 pounds. So we'll know real quick if the next weigh-in she hadn't lost 20 pounds, because Dr. Now is going to blow his friggin' top and talk about how she's wasting this golden opportunity, which you are. If you don't put your whole into it, or at least try, like, my problem was I wasn't like totally bought in at this point, but I really wasn't I was still staying under 800 calories a day, okay? And when I did eat, it wasn't like the best stuff, but it felt so bad to eat. It didn't feel good. It feels weird to be full from like 2 bites. So maybe she'll get to that point.
At my last appointment, I was at 457. And Dr. Now says I should be losing at least 15 pounds a month.
Oh, okay.
And if I did that, I'll be at 442 now.
He took it kind of easy on her. He was like, all right, we're not going to shoot for the stars. 15. I mean, seriously, I was dropping like 25 pounds at this point, and I was eating cheesy Fiesta potatoes. Like, I don't know how people do this. Count your calories. You should be able to keep it down. She probably licking the icing or something.
Good job.
We're there, man.
Not really.
I'm really proud of myself. I've come a long way, and I'm fighting to keep going.
Okay.
That's great.
He lost 14 pounds? What the hell? You're in the mid 400s. And you lost your... Okay. All right. Okay.
Good job. I'm proud of myself.
It feels so good. We're making progress as a family.
Uh-huh.
Even my daughter has been losing some weight from all these changes.
Nice.
And Christopher and me are doing so much better. So we're getting to a place to have a better life. And we're doing it together.
Yeah, Chris has got that smile. What'd you do, huh? Finally lost enough weight, huh, Chris? That's a telling smile right there, buddy.
Hello, how you all doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. All right, Carrie, looks like you're staying on track with almost 15-pound weight loss. That's where you should be. So
Okay, I guess that counts, okay, but I still think she's eating Dippin' Dots. Oh, maybe Chris is Dippin' Dots over here. He looks really happy.
that's great, because I was worried that you may try to rely too much on surgery to keep losing weight. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So you're doing great and you're working on everything you need. So just keep it up. And if you do that, I think we can get you to your target weight within the next 10 to 12 months. How does that sound?
Fantastic.
Great. But remember, it's important to keep reducing the strain in your body because you still have a lot of weight on you, but I'm happy with the progress you're making. And once you get to lower 300s, we can discuss any option for skin removal. But right now, keep focusing on your weight loss.
Yes, sir.
Chris,
She's got to be proud of herself because she is losing weight, right? She has lost a lot of weight at this point. I'm just saying she's still got a lot to go. So don't sit there and be like, okay, I've done it. I did it. I still don't think I'm anywhere near like I still am looking at myself like I'm still a work in progress every single day. Okay. I'm not content with 348 pounds. So don't you be content with, 150.
you're still losing weight, but it's no done. We're just losing 14 pounds in 3 months.
Oh, it's 3 months.
So you need to work a little bit harder, but I'm happy to see that you're making progress too.
Yes, sir.
You've been steadily doing that, so I'm proud of you too. And I think both of you are doing great right now.
Nice.
Thank you.
Just keep working on your dynamic and your emotional issues to keep moving forward.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Now.
Dr. Nan.
All right, you're welcome. I'll see you in a couple of months.
Great.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So that's, 3 months he lost 14 pounds. I thought he did it in a month. So kind of telling he was eating the hamburger. But all right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's losing weight. I don't think he really wanted to lose all that much weight. I think he was just doing it to support her. And he's done. He's like, all right, I'm good. I can eat some of my junk again and just slowly grind away at it. Whereas she's got a lot more to lose and she just should be trying to take advantage of the surgery right now. Current weight, 409. Weight loss since surgery, 66. All right, so I don't remember what it was before, but it doesn't look like it's going all that fast, but she's losing. Total weight loss, 194.
Today, me and Haley are going shopping. And that might not sound like such a big deal, but you know what? It is. Because it's been years and years since we did anything like this together. I spent so much time shut up in my house.
What kind of store are you in? Because that doll or whatever, or mannequin on the top shelf with its mouth wide open was kind of creepy.
That if I think about it too much, I might get really sad for all the time I've wasted that I could never get back. But
Oh shit, they're stuck in popcorn. Don't turn around.
lately I've been feeling like a weight has been lifted. Not just off my body, but in spirit. Because getting the surgery that killed my dad and getting to benefit from it in a way that he never did has made me feel connected to him in a way that was more than I'd
Aw.
ever expected. But it's almost like I can feel his approval.
I guess I never thought about it from an empowerment stance where it was like a fear and she overcame it. So, let's give her some credit. She's better than I thought, okay? That's amazing. I didn't think about it from that point. I guess I should have.
That's kind of cute. I really like this one.
I like it too. I think you should get it.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cute with black tights. I'm staying on track and even doing a little better than Dr. Now said I should.
Nice.
And I know that being out with Haley like this is just the beginning.
All right. So, nice to see them shopping, doing things together, girl stuff, We went out, we bought an outfit. Hoorah, everybody loves to shop, except for me. I hate when you drag me to a clothing store. Oh, cornhole.
I really actually suck at this game.
Today, Haley and I wanted to come back to the park with Chris and spend the afternoon together outdoors. And that may seem simple, but I hadn't done an activity outside with my husband in 12 years.
Yeah, and Chris is ready to get some bags in the hole. Let's go, Chris.
So something like this that people take for granted, for me is really special right now.
Don't make it dirty.
I don't don't like this game.
The board's up here.
A little harder.
Board's up here.
Not that hard.
And the work I've done with Dr. Paradise has been good. Not just for my weight loss, for my relationship as well. And I'm even starting to feel more like husband and wife with Chris. Because I'm doing things for myself now that he used to have to do for me.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, once that dynamic changes of the caregiver and the caree, whatever, however you say that, right? It would make for a healthier marriage. Because at some point, like, they just lost all sense of what their marriage was supposed to be, fell into roles, like they said. And I guess therapy really helped them kind of work their way out of that. Sticky notes got rid of all of those roles and everything.
And I still have asthma, but my breathing is a lot better.
What?
And sometimes I get impatient and wish that I was further ahead than I am.
Yes! Game
We
point.
win. Game.
I win.
But I know that if I can just stay on track, the future that I want is there for the taking.
Good game, even though you lost.
Good game.
Everything you ever wanted is kind of right at your fingertips at this point, so just reach out and take it. And hopefully she kept going on her weight loss. I don't know if she has a Where Are They Now. I don't want to look and see how far along she is if she has a Where Are They Now, because I'm super interested to go look at it. But yeah, it's nice to see her overcome the mental hurdle with her dad having the surgery and passing away tragically, and then her be knocking off the weight. Even her husband lost weight. Like, typically you don't see the super supportive spouse that's also trying to diet. They're usually like, no, this ain't about me. Like, I don't want nothing to do with it. But I mean, that's freaking great. But all right, that's a nice one. I like this episode. It was a lot of fun. But leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And follow my Instagram at Seanofsteelyt with some underscores between it. That's also my Twitter and my TikTok, which I need to use a lot more. But yeah, leave a like. It helps me out. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.